This video presents a mock trial case in the Regional Court of Minsk, Belarus, concerning the posthumous prosecution of Colonel Helmut Bauer. The case, criminal case number 2024 BR 1847, addresses crimes allegedly committed by Colonel Helmut Bauer, who lived from 1912 to 2009. The mock trial examines the legal, historical, and moral implications of prosecuting a deceased perpetrator of wartime atrocities. Belarus seeks a formal judicial record of the WWII massacre, where 350 civilians were executed. The prosecution is the Republic of Belarus, while the defense represents the estate of Colonel Helmut Bauer. Charges include genocide, crimes against humanity, and willful murder. The court consists of Judge Mikhailova, Judge Volkov, and Judge Dashkevich. The historical background revolves around Operation Barbarossa, which made Belarus one of the deadliest regions of the Eastern Front, involving systematic village liquidations by SS units. The WWII massacre occurred on July 24, 1941, when Helmut Bauer ordered the roundup and execution of 350 villagers, including men, women, and children. The village was then burned and erased from maps, constituting physical and cultural annihilation. SS Obersturmbannführer Helmut Bauer ordered the roundup of all civilians, the execution of 350 villagers, and the burning and erasure of WWII from maps. This constitutes both physical and cultural annihilation. Helmut Bauer was born in 1912, held a PhD in engineering, and served as an SS officer during World War II. After the war, he returned to Germany, became a vice president at a major engineering firm, and retired in 1992. He died in 2009 at age 96. The trial aims to pierce the quote, second life he lived without accountability. Helmut Bauer's life consisted of two parts: a decorated SS officer during World War II and a respected post-war executive. The trial seeks accountability for the first life, emphasizing that justice should extend beyond a person's death. The prosecution's theory argues that crimes committed in 1941 remain illegal today and that death does not erase responsibility. Belarus has jurisdiction over crimes on its soil, and genocide and crimes against humanity have no statute of limitations. Historical justice is a state obligation. The expanded prosecution theory includes several points. Genocide was already criminal. Families deserve closure. Posthumous trials are allowed under Article 12. Historical memory must not be silenced, and naming perpetrators prevents erasure. Justice does not expire. Truth must be acknowledged. The defense argues that the trial is illegitimate because a dead man cannot defend himself. Due process is impossible. Evidence is very old, and the trial is perceived as political. They stress that Bauer lived a peaceful post-war life. The expanded defense theory rests on four key arguments: absence of a living defendant, a violation of due process due to lack of witness confrontation, the two lives argument emphasizing Bauer's post-war life, and judicial neutrality concerns, as Belarus is both victim and judge. Prosecution witnesses include a survivor descendant, a victim's daughter, a Holocaust scholar, and a forensic archaeologist. Their testimony reconstructs the massacre and focuses on Bauer's command role. Defense witnesses include a Siemens colleague, a BASFHR director, and a criminal law expert. Their testimony focuses on Bauer's character, his post-war life, and legal objections to the trial. The first applicable law is Article 127, defining genocide as the intentional destruction of a protected group. This includes killing, bodily harm, forced conditions, reproductive control, and child transfer. Belarus aligns with the 1948 Genocide Convention. Article 128 covers crimes against humanity, including murder, extermination, enslavement, and deportation. It requires a widespread or systematic attack on civilians, a pattern which the WWII liquidation fits. Article 139 covers willful murder, which is intentional killing with malice aforethought. This applies to each of the 350 individual deaths and forms the base offense for the larger crimes. Our legal analysis hinges on jus cogens norms. Genocide and crimes against humanity are non-derogable and have no statute of limitations. States have a duty to investigate these crimes, which supports Belarus's jurisdictional claim. Posthumous trials are critical for historical justice and memory. They correct historical records, prevent denialism, provide closure to families, and document atrocities for future generations. The trial raises key ethical questions. Can justice be served without a living defendant? Does symbolic justice matter? Is the trial fundamentally a legal or a historical process? And how is due process balanced with moral obligation? The court has several verdict options: issuing a symbolic conviction, a historical finding without conviction, declaring insufficient legal basis, or a mixed ruling. Each choice has different implications for memory and justice. The mock trial serves an important educational purpose. Students learn about international criminal law, genocide studies, historical reconstruction, legal ethics, witness examination, and case theory development. It is a powerful tool for understanding atrocity law. You can download the full case materials for this mock trial. This is a courtroom to the classroom project, tracing the path from Minsk to El Paso.